So
hello, this is Gogo. Welcome to my first ever Patreon talk. The theme for today's talk is sex, love, money. I will be discussing the role of amadlozi, also known as your spirit guides, in influencing and affecting your choices, proximity, and ability to retain, attract, and utilize love, sex, and money for your benefit. Before we get to the juicy parts, which is what you all paid for, I'd like to spend some time just acquainting you with the kinds of spirits that are active in your blood and letting you know which role is played by which spirit. There are two main types of spirit guides, and of course I'm speaking about people of Southern African origin. This may be similar in some instances and differ in others depending on where you're from geographically, and I'm not obviously speaking about people from other continents because I don't know. So if you are African, Southern African specifically, this is generally how we understand the way in which your spirits are active in your blood and in your life. Like I said, there's two main types, water spirits and blood spirits. We'll start with the blood spirits because those are the dominant ones and those are the ones that we're most familiar with. The first kind of blood spirit is called umdiki. Now, this spirit is named after the Mandinka, and these are our oldest spirit guides, and they govern the crown and third eye chakras of our bodies, and that's why when people are afflicted or have an imbalance with their Mandiki spirits, they will experience headaches, depression, hallucinations, and other kind of mental and neurological disturbances. Not to say that all neurological disturbances are as a result of umdiki, but this is their area of influence. So when you have an imbalance with them, you will experience a lot of an imbalance and pain and issues in this main part of your body. Amandigi don't have a specific language, unlike our other blood spirits that can speak to us in dreams and in visions. They communicate by upsetting us mentally, intellectually, and emotionally. Their main role is to be the mediator between you and the other blood spirits. So when there is unrest or imbalance with your amandiki, you will not get messages, support, clarity, guidance, dreams, or anything like that from your other blood spirits. So when you have an issue, one of the first things to look at is how is your relationship with amandiki and how are they residing in you? Are they at peace? Are they feeling balanced? Are they feeling welcome? And do you feel comfortable with them there? The next kind of blood spirit that's dominant in us is umnguni, named after obviously the Nguni people of Southern Africa. These are our ancestors that we know and are related to by blood and that can come to us and speak to us. So these would be your great-grandmother, your great-grandfather. Their role is to also be a messenger as well as a protector. We feel our Nguni spirits in our solar plexus, so they also affect us in our material and physical worlds, but they also do affect us in our dreams and mental spaces and places of spiritual experience. These are the amadlozi that if you were to become a sangoma, you would have to honor the calling from them. These spirit guides are the ones who would give you the sense of which route to take to work, which person you can trust. These are the spirit guides that are the most dominant in the sense that they're the ones we pay the most attention to because they're the ones that we are directly linked to by blood and by history. Onto water spirits. Now, there are many kinds of water spirits that we interact with and are affected by in our daily lives, but we can't go through all of them. The one that I can tell you about is called Umdau, which is obviously named after the Ndau. Okay, so you're looking at like Zimbabwe, Mozambique, even all the way up to Kenya. That's kind of the region of where they're from. Now, Amandau are not related to us by blood. They are not our family per se, but they are spirits of humans who have interacted with our family on a commercial or war tip. So these are the ones who came on a boat and killed or came to trade or got lost and got rescued by our Nguni ancestors, and now they have a karmic debt to facilitate our walk through this earth in the economies and in the kind of commercial realities and structures that they were responsible for setting up. So a lot of people who recognize the Mdau spirit will find that it's either, especially in Limpopo province and Mpumalanga side, we either have a Portuguese Mdau or they will have a Muslim Mdau. And this is again because of the kind of trade relations that happened in pre-colonial, European colonial setups of our people way back in the day, okay? The history of it is up to you to go and read up if you want to. Now, our water spirits are located or find a place to work with us through our root chakra, which is the place of sexuality, sexual energy, base energy, primal energy of war and all of that, okay? So if you're a woman, your Mdau is gonna influence your uterus, and if you're a man, your Mdau will likely influence your prostate. So this is the spirit that comes with all the nice things and all the horrible things of money and sex and love and all of that. And it's interesting and weird because they are not our family, so they don't really feel for us like our Nguni spirits do, but they have a karmic debt to us to assist us to work with our material reality, but they tend to be harsher and less relenting than our other spirits because they're not really our family and they're kind of doing this because they have to. So this is the tricky spirits to try and get in touch with and to maintain a good relationship with. But I'll be explaining how those kind of things can be done, and I'll be also explaining how the different spirits, especially Umguni and Umdau, how they interact to assist us in terms of money, sex, and love.